Hey friends, this is Ben Grosscup and People's Music Network. We are having our weekly People's Music Network song and poetry swap. So we're going to get started in about 6 minutes. We have a wonderful lineup tonight. I'm going to be posting a few things to the Facebook Live feed. I want to introduce the president of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. Her name is Tobie Hoffman, all the way from Philadelphia. How are you doing, Tobie?
Hi. Hi, Ben. It's great. It's so wonderful to be here at this amazing group of singers and songwriters and people who are ready to jump in with songs that they've written and songs that they've learned at this time. And I know for a fact that this will be a wonderful evening because I've heard some of the snippets of some of the songs, and it's everything from kind of mellow, gentle to fierce and wonderfully fierce and um, powerful. So you're in for a great treat. And I'm in Philadelphia, and let me see who else is here. I know Steve Suffet. Where are you, Steve? Steve, you're in New York, and I have people from New York. And maybe if you do want to just unmute yourself for a moment and say hello.
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 Hello. This is actually, I'm in Queens, western part of Queens County in New York, which unfortunately was last month the epicenter of the worldwide pandemic. But we're getting better now.
Great. Well, glad to hear that you're safe. And as we approach the time when we were going to start, there's lots of opportunities to chime in on Facebook. You can always put in your comments after you've heard a song. And if there's some, maybe you recognize somebody you know on Facebook that's also watching, please send this out, do a watch party. That's really fun to do with other people. And you can make sure that we get a lot of people to watch and to listen. And of course, we'll be doing more, and you'll be hearing about more of our song swaps and also more of what we're going to be doing for our summer in June. So that's wonderful. So who else is here? I don't know some of those people directly, but Hassan, where are you? Maybe you can unmute yourself.
Hey all, right here.
Where are you right
Oh,
now?
I'm calling in from Washington D.C.
Great. That's great. Terrific. Thank you. And Haley, where are you right now?
You mean Hallie?
Hallie, sorry,
Yeah,
Hallie.
hi. I'm in Berkeley, California.
Great. Wow. So we have people from both coasts, and maybe we have people in between. Um, and Storm, how about you? Where are you right now?
I'm in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
Got the New England. And Jane Moore, where are you? If you want to unmute yourself for a moment and say where you are. There we
Silver
go.
Spring, Maryland.
Silver Spring, yay, right outside of Washington, D.C. Terrific. And I see Louise. Is that, you want to tell us where you are? And
I'm in Westboro, Massachusetts.
okay, another Massachusetts girl. That's great. Just looking around at this wonderful room of people. Roy, where are you, Roy?
I'm in Arlington, Virginia, right across the river from Washington, D.C. and Silver Spring, Maryland.
Great. We have a whole chapter of PMN here in the Washington, D.C. area.
Get together when the isolation is over.
Yeah, that's terrific. Yeah, you can get together on your own if you want. And who else? David Tarlow. Where are you?
How you doing? Saying hello from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, another Brooklyn. And we have Sally Campbell also.
Upper West Side of Manhattan.
We got our New York people. Barbara.
Hi, yeah, we're here in Western Massachusetts as well. Great Barrington.
Nice.
Beautiful
nice.
birches.
Who else? Jayme. Are you here, Jayme? Not quite here yet, I guess. Paul, where are you?
I am in the center of the universe. That is Somerville, Massachusetts. There is, I would like to stress, no in Somerville.
Thank you for that lesson. That's great. Well, I know that we're going to be, we didn't get to everybody's name, but I'm sure you'll get to introduce yourselves later when you do your songs. And again, I'm really looking forward to it. This is the People's Music Network online song swap. We're going to begin in just a few minutes. Hopefully you are here, and if you want to give wonderful feedback to these musicians anytime, you can write some comments in the Facebook page. Just so you know that the musicians, we are on Zoom together, and if you want to be part of this group at any time, you can look on our calendar and sign up to do one of the song swaps. I think you'll be hearing more about that. And yes, this is amazing. Thank you, Ben. Why don't you tell us all about that?
Tobie, thank you so much for helping with those introductions. I'm just showing right now on the slide one of our upcoming PMN member events. That's May 29th. It's going to be an evening of Nueva Canción, which is a wonderful, rich tradition of music, a social movement, and musical genre that comes out of the revolutionary movements of Latin America. And anyway, it is now 7:30, so I think we're going to go ahead and get going with the actual song swap. But I want to just show, who we have tonight and tell you a little bit more about the People's Music Network. We've been doing these online song swaps now since March 20th. So this would be our 10th weekly swap. And we've been creating this as a regular scene where PMN members can get together and share music. People's Music Network intends to continue hosting these events as long as there's interest and support to keep them going. And we're going to be actually announcing fairly soon a date for a People's Music Network member meeting taking place in June. Our tradition has been at our summer gathering to do that in person, but we're going to be doing it online, as many organizations are doing these days. I just encourage folks to come check out peoplesmusic.org for future events. There's going to be a lot more events posted up there, along with the one happening next Friday on Nueva Canción. And there's also an opportunity to think about, topics you want to be bringing to this space. We are a mutual support network of artists and activists who use our music for social change. And our mission is developing the craft of music as a tool of social change. And, that's how we learn. We learn through supporting one another. We had a feedback session earlier this week called Grain of Salt. It was really cool. It was our first time doing it online. We've done it many years in person. And people were bringing their works in progress, songs with a political edge. They were bringing these things and getting peer feedback from fellow members about what fellow members were hearing. So, no one of us is the expert on how to write a good song. We come together on an equal basis to support one another in developing that craft. So all I want to say right now is just a few kind of logistical things about how we'll run the actual swap tonight. Really very useful. We have 21 people now on the Facebook live stream. Go ahead and share that link. I put it in the Zoom chat box. Also, if you're watching on Facebook Live and you want to help share it, that'd be pretty cool. You can do that right with your share button there. And we like to welcome people into this space. We kind of have it divided right now between the performers and the audience. But you could be one of the performers if you're in the audience, and some of the performers will be in the audience in the future as well, because we try to get as many different people into this space as we can. Lyrics. So many of the artists tonight actually shared the lyrics for their songs with me, the text of it, and they are available to you through the bit.ly link that is actually contained in the live stream for this event, and I actually posted it to the Zoom chat as well, bit.ly/2020 0521 lyrics PMN swaps. So that will bring you to a Google Drive folder that actually has all the lyrics that have been submitted. So for those of you who want to sing along while one of the artists is performing. You can actually do that by following that link in a separate screen from your live feed. Sometimes artists actually ask me to share their lyrics on the screen. And you can do that just before you perform. Say, hey, Ben, I would like it if you could share my lyrics, and I'll put that on the big screen. And then people don't have to like fiddle around for that link. It just makes the picture of you gets real small when you do that. And not everybody wants it that way. And that's totally cool too. It's an option. Last thing I would say is I share the, this is particularly to the performers tonight, but I share the Zoom chat because, you know, what a crazy time we're living through. We don't get together in person to encourage each other that way, you know, through applause and so forth, but we are encouraging each other through text. So you can write a little comment in there. I just encourage folks to be as specific as possible. So like put the name of the person who you just heard into your text. Say something about their performance or their song that you like. This is not a song critique session actually tonight. So we're going to focus on kind of the positive things that move us when we're encouraging one another. But that can be, you know, a nice way to kind of break through some of the social isolation that we're living through and kind of help us sort of remember why we do this music. So I encourage you to use that chat box liberally to send words of encouragement to one another. Well, that is pretty much what I have to say about the swap tonight. If anybody has any technical questions, feel free to send me a private message through Zoom. And then I'll try to answer some of the questions that are coming through on Facebook Live as well. One thing is, if you are listening on Facebook Live and you're like, the stream is coming through kind of funky, sometimes internet connectivity can be a problem. And there's a limited number of things you can do about that. But one of them that you can do tonight is plug an Ethernet cord into your computer, because that tends to go a little faster than a Wi-Fi connection. And then the other thing is just shutting down the other applications. So, because, people have commented the live stream is choppy. Yeah, because of internet connectivity, there's a whole infrastructure out there that runs the internet, all owned by corporations who don't really have our best interests at heart. But also it's a big infrastructure, and man, it's something you have to kind of contend with. But if you can get that Ethernet jack that's a little faster, see who else is using the internet in your household, and maybe see if there's some negotiating you can do with them about lowering the bandwidth that is being demanded of your household internet connection at any given time. So those are some of the options you have. Okay, well, I want to get this going. We need somewhere to begin tonight, so I thought it'd be a really good idea to begin with the song Somewhere to Begin, and that will be led by Laurie Siegel. Laurie, if you'd unmute yourself, tell us a little bit about you and tell us about this song.
Well, my name is Laurie Siegel. I live in Beacon, New York. I'm 1/4 of the group Hudson Valley Sally. I've been a PMN member for a long time. And this is a song I learned from Sarah Thompson, but it's actually written by somebody named T.R. Ritchie. And I just felt like it was it just speaks to me, and it just feels so right to be singing it right now. And I'm just gonna shut up and start singing it, and I think you'll probably feel the same way. Please sing with me. It's easy to sing with. People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you sing in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you sing when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that a song will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I sees a song as somewhere to begin. A song is somewhere to begin. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done, and a song is somewhere to begin. People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you dream? How can you dream in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? Don't you know the score? How can you dream when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that a dream will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I sees a dream as somewhere to begin. A dream is somewhere to begin. I search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done, and a dream is somewhere to begin. This time with love. People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you love in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you love when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that love will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I sees love as somewhere to begin. Love is somewhere to begin. Love is somewhere to begin. I search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done, and love is somewhere, and a dream is somewhere, and a song is somewhere to begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you so much. Oh, love that song by T.R. Ritchie.
Great one.
Great to hear that. Well, I am going to invite our next performer to come up. His name is Per Andreassen. Per, tell us a little bit about where you're coming from. Tell us you're a relatively new member of People's Music Network. It's great having you on.
I think I'm the lone Midwesterner on this particular stream. So hello from an hour in the past, everybody. And I would not be a part of this if it weren't for coronavirus. So I'll try and make it at least slightly worth your while. Laurie, thank you so much for that incredible warm-up song. I enjoyed singing every word of it. Thank you. So, I'm just going to get started because this is a pretty long song and I don't want to get cut off because the payoff is at the end. I was walking down these same old streets, never looking up, when I heard the sound of dice rattle bones in a paper cup. The man was old and ragged, there was lightning in his eye, still had most of his teeth, and his back was straight with pride. His voice a velvet murmur in a tone of gentle gray. He said, an angel came upon me, and it spoke, be not afraid. And And he told me of the train tracks that he'd haunted as a kid, of the faceless ones that chased him and the ways he fought or hid. I wondered what he wanted, what it was he saw in me, and he answered me unprompted, I saw someone in need. I've lived a life of sleeping rough, and from all paths I've strayed, but an angel came upon me, and it spoke, be not afraid. I offered him my pocket change, he waved it away. Though I would not forget him, I went about my day. I heard it on the news, they said we all were gonna die. Interviewed investment bankers, tore their hair and wailed why. I watched their crocodile tears fall down on gold brocade, and remembered that the angels always said, be not afraid. I live in a fourth floor walk-up with a former lover's cat. Eat beans and rice and Campbell's soup, and that is mostly that. I work in a basement bookstore, pay my rent a few days late. My best of times have honestly never been that great. Now there's locusts down in Africa, my neighbor has the plague. I remind myself of what the angels said, be not afraid. That night I dreamed I tended sheep on a hill of dying grass, worried sick about the winter coming on so fast. When the sky above me exploded into flame, and a wheel made of eyes and teeth called me by my name, I fell at once upon my knees, but a silent voice proclaimed, echoed from the rocks and blood, and said, be not afraid. And the call does not come quietly, I knew when I awoke, and it doesn't mean that things are fine, I was still sick and broke. But it's hard to do the next right thing when all you know is fear. And whatever is still coming, what we have is found right here. And hospitals on ships at sea, and the makeshift barricades, hear the voices of the angels singing, and be not afraid.
Thank you, Per. Per, was that an original song by yourself?
Yeah, that's the, I don't write a whole lot of topical songs, because usually by the time I get to it, David Rovix has written a way better one, and it's just,
I hear you.
right, but that is the, it's the second song that I wrote in response to the pandemic, obviously, and sort of realizing that all of the fear and anxiety were completely valid and completely appropriate to a global pandemic, but also not helpful to wallow in. So
Well, thank you so much, Per.
Thank
Great
you.
having
Thank
on.
you.
Great having you on. Thank you. All right, friends. We got our next performer coming right up. Her name is Tobie Hoffman. You heard her earlier. Tobie is the president of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. Tobie, talk to us.
Hey, everybody. Wow, that was, I'm kind of hanging out with that song. So I live in Philadelphia, and either it's been the most extraordinary spring I've ever seen, or I just never noticed. And I think part of it is I never noticed. I never noticed I never noticed each flower as it came out in its time. And I keep thinking, like, dear humans, thank you very much. Love nature. So, so this was my response to that. And the working title is Breathe. And maybe on the chat or you can maybe crowdsource a title for it. And I'm playing the piano, and I have to say, I admit I'm one of those people with that Verizon is screwed over in terms of my internet. So I hope this is going to come out without too much of a too wonky here. Breathe in the beauty of your life. Breathe in the wonder of your days. Breathe in the sunlight softening into night. Breathe in stillness standing by your side. Breathe Breathe in the beauty of your life. Breathe in the wonder of your days. Breathe in the wind whispering through the trees. Bright red maples dancing in the breeze. Breathe in soil that holds you close at hand. Scent of lilacs on your walking path. Breathe in. How grateful to stop and notice the hidden and reveal. How grateful to stop and get out of the way. To breathe in the beauty of each life. Breathe in the wonder of each day. Breathe in the waves rolling to the shore. Breathe in what you know now you couldn't know before. About the questions that face us when we open up our doors and still breathe in. How grateful to stop and notice the hidden and revealed. Who will you be when you make your way out? Who will you be when you step outside? Who will you be when you get out of your own way? To breathe each life. To breathe in each day. To breathe in. To breathe in.
Woo! Seeing a lot of hands go clapping on the Zoom right now. Thank you very much, Tobie. We had a comment as you were singing from Sharleen Leahey on Facebook. Tobie, I am enjoying your healing and inspiring song, so thank you so much. Well, our next performer, friends, is P Dworkin. I think that's Paul. Do you want to go ahead and talk to us a little bit? Tell us about you. Tell us about your song. Let's hear it.
Well, the title of this tonight was songs appropriate for this time, and so I had one. It was popularized by those famous time-traveling plagiarists, the Everly Brothers, but I hold them no grudge. At any rate, la 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 la. When I am lone, stuck in my place, I yearn to see you face to face. Whenever I want that, all I have to do is zoom, 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 zoom. Though everyone is quarantined, I still can have you on my screen. I click on your icon and it's just like you're in my room. While you can't be mine, we can tryst online anytime, UTC. Though I have to pay each day my cable plan's overage fee, when there's no point in more email, when eggplant text emojis fail, at least we can express our deepest feels with Zoom. Though you're not around, I can tweak the sound, whispering words you'll like. Only thing is that my cat keeps spilling my wine on the mic. We used to Skype and Instagram, but now folks need a way to cam. Everyone agrees that the coolest thing is Zoom. In our private chat, you're a wildcat. There's so much we can say. Might forget except it's kept by friends of our kind CIA until the time we safely meet. We can't approach within 6 feet. Till then I must confess that you're my last excuse to groom, till they emerge from our womb. I will just stay in my room and zoom. Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Yes, Roy Gamsey wrote here on the Zoom chat, why am I laughing at such a sad song? Great timely humor. And for the applause, I'm going to start going to gallery view so we can see everybody clapping their hands, because I saw a lot of smiley faces on that last song. Thank you a lot, Paul.
Thank you.
Well, great. Our next performer, I'm happy to say, is from California. Her name is Hali Hammer. Hali, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Actually, I have a nice backyard, and my partner here, and I do an awful lot of Zoom stuff. So I see people all the time, although I do miss the human contact. And this
No doubt.
people were asking me, I sing with acapella out here, but we're obviously not doing a lot of singing these days. And people were, when this first started, they said, "Oh, you've got to write a song about this." And that was the last thing I wanted to do. And then I was going to sleep one night and I thought, I could write a song about when it's over. So this song is called When This Is Over. When this is over, we'll take the masks off of our faces and we'll go to favorite places like we did before. When this is over, we'll see friends that we've missed so much and feel the need for human touch once more. When this is over, the skies will be much clearer, sacred life will seem much dearer, and Mother Earth at long last has had a chance to breathe. When this is over, no COVID-19 news to start our day. No more wondering how long will it be this way. It will be a most welcome relief. When this is over, will we appreciate the little things in our lives and live for the joys they bring and treasure what good people do? When this is over, we will recover from the strife. We will treasure precious life and mourn for those who didn't make it through. When this is over, our houses will be much cleaner. Our gardens will be much greener, with time to do things we had no time to do. When this is over, will we still make time to slow it down and to meditate on what we have found? In the end, that's up to you. When this is over, we'll see friends that we've missed so much and feel the need for human touch once more.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, lots of hands going up right now. Thank you so much, Hali, for that song. And I'm just gonna keep moving along here, friends. Thank you again, Hali. Our next performer is Tony Turner from Canada. So international song swap tonight. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay.
Gotcha.
Tony.
Got it.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Ben. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks for inviting me to this. This is. I was just typing in a comment when you called me. I'm just saying I'm loving it all. There you go, everybody. Yeah, I'm from Nanaimo, Vancouver Island, in beautiful British Columbia, and I guess we're lucky in a sense here because we're sort of on this island, like 800,000 people on this one island, and we're. Someone said to me last week that we have this big moat around us, so we've been kind of lucky, and our numbers have not been severe, although we have been locked down just like the rest of the world. And when this pandemic started, I felt I had to write something about this time that we're in. And shortly after, I heard about shortly after the things got going, I heard about this term called liminal time, and a liminal time is sort of that space between one state and another state, like between like dawn between the dark and the night and the light, or or dusk, or adolescence could be considered a liminal time. So I learned about this concept, and it's applied in all sorts of contexts. Like a war could be a liminal time between two states: the state that we knew before and the unknown state where we're going in the future. So I wanted to kind of capture that about this time we're in, and I had a melody that I had started in January that I wrote some words to, but it wasn't ringing true to me. So I kind of changed. I used that melody and some lyrics for this time to capture where we are. It's called "Time in Between." I hope you enjoy it. A tempest came to town, has us running scared. The world's turned upside down, left a chill in the air. Some say the old ways are gone for good, yet a new way can't be seen. So all we have is now. I guess we'll muddle through somehow in this time in between. Commercial Street is closed, shoppers can't be found. We fear we'll be exposed, and so we hunker down. Home is where the heart is now, to ponder what this all means. When frontliners are rock stars, they sing Que Sera, Sera in this time in between. It's pointless to ask why, as lines fly off the chart. It's down to do or die, and so we do our part. Until the day I can hold you close, your love will fill my screen. And in a year or so, we'll look back on the highs and lows of this time in between. And in a year or so, maybe we'll know what we don't yet know in this time in between.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tony. Beautiful song. And you know, Tony, I want to tell people, performed last week at the online tribute to John Prine, who passed away in April as a result of being infected with COVID-19. So thank you for coming back again this week. And I just want to say we've got like about 40 people on the live stream right now, and you know, it's amazing. Every week we've been doing this, and I see some people actually joining the People's Music Network who have mostly been listeners at these things. So you can do that at peoplesmusic.org. It's a way to support this process that we are engaged in right now of coming together in community and using music to bind ourselves together and also to raise consciousness. And one of the people who's been involved in that process in the past as a member of the steering committee is our next performer. Sally Campbell from New York City is a past serving member of the steering committee and a very active PMN member. Sally, I want to welcome you to the stage. How you doing, Sally?
I'm doing fine. I'm over on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and I am a very obvious Quaker in my life. I let everybody know that one of the great ways that I am able to go forward is by being quiet. And in the silence, I get 4 different kinds of messages. And from those messages, I've found a song. And you'll see behind me some posters. I sang this to some children a while back, and I made posters for each one of the verses. So you'll see them as I'm also playing an auto harp down in my lap where you can't actually see it. So I couldn't easily, bring each poster up. So you'll just have to look behind and see what's happening. Be gentle with yourself, for you are my beloved. Be gentle with your friends. You know I love them too. And those you cannot love, just turn to me. Together we will find a way to turn the anger, hate, and pain into harmony. Be gentle with yourself, my dear and tender loved one. Be friendly with the earth, this place I made for loving. Be friendly with its folk, its plants and creatures too. See in its fine detail and grand design, the certain sign that I love you and want you to come join me in this dance divine. Be friendly with the earth, my dear creative loved one. Be daring with your power, the strength you have for loving. Be daring with the fire in your body, mind, and heart. Now is the time to see you are free to leap and dance or lie still, simply breathing, deeply resting in true liberty. Be daring with your power, my dear and brilliant loved one. Be open to the light that shines in all that's loving. Be open to that light and let it shine through you. But when you're in the dark, cannot see, reach out to all those other friends lost here on this planet home. Become family. Be open to the light, my dear and my own loved one.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Sally, for that song. And the posters. Oh, beautiful. Be daring with your fire and your love. Beautiful thought. Okay. Well, I want to make a special introduction, actually, for this next member. Also, a PMN member who served in the past on the steering committee. His name is Mike Glick. Mike, we're really, really happy to have you tonight. I wanted to ask Mike to take a special moment to actually tell us a little bit about how he's been the last few weeks and months. Mike, we've been hearing from your son Alexi about your time in the hospital. We'd like to hear it from you a little bit too. If you could take a few extra minutes to just tell us a little personal update on yourself, we'd really like to hear it.
All right, can you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay, good. So basically, I'm pretty much over it. Although, if you look, I posted some for this link for people who want to check out what it's like to go through this disease. Go on there's a Facebook page called Survivor Corps, CORPS, and it's a website with many thousands of people on it. Some who are suffering from the disease, and their families, also families who have lost people. But if you go on, don't just jump in. You really need to respect what's going on. It's not a place to post songs or necessarily even political views. But if you have questions, you probably can do that. But if you just, I would first fish around and see what people's comments are because there's a huge, vast variety of experiences. The thing is with COVID, it is primarily a lung thing, but it can go many, many different ways. Fortunately, I don't think I had a lot of the lung issues. I always had at least like an 80% oxygen rating. You want at least in somewhere in the mid 90s. I never had to go on a ventilator, although I got oxygen very consistently. But this is a thing that strikes people, all people differently. And you can have, again, if you look on that website, that Facebook page I'm telling you about, you will hear symptoms you never heard of. And the people who have had it for different, they've recovered from it, they've tested negative, and then they still have symptoms that come up. It could be pulmonary, it could be physical stuff. For me, hold on a second, I'm talking too much here. What I still have is, to some extent, tiredness and a very limited amount of energy. I try to go out walking every day. I didn't go walking today, but I did the last 7 days, and I'm up to between 4,000 and 5,000 steps. But when I get up to about a half a mile and 3/4 of a mile, I gotta sit down and take a rest. And I don't have to use a stick, a walking stick that my son Kai got for me about 20 years ago, and I laughed because I didn't really need it then, but it's helpful now. But it's also, I kind of look a little bit like Moses walking through the streets with it. And I don't know what else to say if
well, we're really glad to hear from you because, we were worried when we heard you were in the hospital, and really relieved when we heard that you were out. So,
well, according to some people, I almost died. I never really felt that was going to happen. But the second time I fell down in my house, and both times it took me over an hour to get back up. That's how weak I was. And it was an hour of maneuvering myself inches at a time to get to a point where I could use my arms and legs to get myself back up. So when it happened the second time, I kind of knew that was, and when Alexi heard about it, he really took he really moved on it and got things going. So anyway. Let me say about the song. I don't want to take too much of people's time, but this song, I got contacted by a fellow COVID sufferer who you may know, at least to some extent, and that is Pat Wichter. And Pat has had this and recovered. And the last time I spoke to him, less than a week ago, he said he feels like he's about 75% back. And again, like with me, after you sing some, then you get a little tired. And but he put this metaphor in my head because he called this disease a bear. And that's what this song is. This song is called The Bear. And I guess the bear is the disease. And this is not going to be one of those cheerful or hopeful songs. It's just a reflection on some extent, although metaphorically, of what I went through. Okay, it's called The Bear. Okay, just a second here. Okay, I'd like to just record this, Ben, if I can. So I guess if I can just record this song alone. Are you able to do that? If you can't, forget it. Forget it.
I haven't learned how to do that.
I see that look on your face. Forget it. There's other people who want to sing. Here we go, The Bear. There's a big old bear just rooting around, pacing the earth, his nose to the ground. His reach is forever, his desire unbound. Yes, there's a big old bear just rooting around. He will freeze you and squeeze you, put his arms around your chest, He may leave you alive or bring back your death, but he'll leave an impression you'll never forget. Yes, you'll remember that bear till your very last breath. He was run down and hunted even from birth. His days, they grew short like his mother, the earth. His life cast aside for mere profit and greed. By those who knew better, still they just let him bleed. There's a big old bear just rooting around, roaming the earth, his nose to the ground. His reach lasts forever, his desire unbound. Yes, there's a big old bear just rooting around. You could hope he'll be kind, wanna make him your friend. He's a great force of nature, his love seems without end. Once a part of that bounty on which one could depend. But now he's the dark shadow of his mother's revenge. His grit brings about a sweet lethargy. You want to cast him aside, but he won't set you free. He can put you to sleep, take your very last death. He's dealing the cards, this could be your last bet. There's a big old bear just rooting around, stalking the earth, his nose to the ground. His reach is forever, his desire unbound. Yes, there's a big old bear just rooting around, just rooting around.
Whew, wow. Thank you, Mike.
Figured at least I'm gonna get a goddamn song out of it.
Jeez,
You know,
I mean, at least.
that's the least I could do is get
Nice.
a song. You know.
Nice work. A lot of comments coming in here of people who felt moved by that, myself included. Thank you very much, Mike, for
right.
sharing that song.
Thank you.
And
my
for
apologies.
sharing your experiences too. I mean, we wanted to hear about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, and my apologies if I have to butt out. You could see.
Hey man,
my
take care of
energy was
yourself.
wearing down.
You got to take care of yourself, brother. All right. Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks a lot. All right, friends. Our next performer, all the way from the West Coast, her name is Marcie Boyd. Marcie, please step onto the stage.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Great. I just came back from the beach. It's a beautiful day here. It's still light outside. You can see out my window. Still daylight. Believe it or not, Hali and I did not write the same song, but we did come up with an idea and very similar titles, and then she wrote hers, and then I said, Hali, please don't, I'm not going to listen to your song until I've written mine because I don't want to be influenced by your song. As it happens, there are some similarities, but they are, because all great minds think alike, right? So I would actually like you to share the lyrics on the screen, if you don't mind, Ben.
I can do that.
Hali's song is called When This Is Over. My song is called When It's Over. But the this and the it are the same thing. We wear our masks, we wash our hands, we stay 6 feet apart. We smile with our eyes and we smile with our hearts. We're staying in our homes and only seeing friends outside because we love them and we want them to survive. It's been scary, it's been hard, but we do all that we should. It's a strange way to be living, but we've been very good. We go to work, we go to school while staying in our rooms, and we'd be millionaires if we'd bought stock in Zoom. But when it's over, we'll go dancing in the street When the masks come off, we'll see the smiles on everyone we meet. When it's over, we'll hug our friends and strangers too. So hang in there, we're gonna make it through. We want our lives to go back to the way they were before. When loved ones came to visit us, we opened up our doors. We crowded into restaurants and took our kids to games. And now that we can't do that, we're going quite insane. But when it's over, we'll have a party every night. We'll make up for the time we lost and hold each other tight. When it's over, it will be a grand new day. When it's over, we'll jump and shout hooray. We used to take so much for granted, till so much was taken away. And now when we look to tomorrow, we know it won't look like today. We're learning to live with the way things are instead of the way they've been. But the one thing we can be sure of is that everything will change again. It may not be familiar, this new world yet to come. We can't turn back the calendar when it's 2021. We'll be like Rip Van Winkle as we waken and explore a very strange frontier where no one's gone before. When it's over, we'll go dancing in the street. When the masks come off, we'll see the smiles on everyone we meet. When it's over, we'll hug our friends and strangers too. When it's over, we're gonna make it through. So hang in there, we're gonna make it through.
Thank you so much. I have to apologize that I messed up the screen sharing, but let's give another round of applause. Thank you so much, Marcie Boyd, for that beautiful song. Oh my gosh. Yeah, very cool to have those lyrics up there, actually, and I apologize that I got that a little wonky there, but beautiful song. Thank you for sharing. All right, friends, good. Our next performer is Hassan El-Tayyab. Hassan, this is, I think, your first time on a People's Music Network Song Swap. Tell us a little extra about yourself, because, you know, you're new to many of us, so we'd love to know about you.
Yeah, really stoked to be here. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a bit nomadic. Maybe some folks have heard my band American Nomad. I used to live in the Bay Area, moved to Chicago. Now I'm here. Do you know FCNL, the Friends Committee on National Legislation? I'm their Middle East lobbyist. And I work to end wars and try to prevent new ones, working really hard on trying to end U.S. support for the Saudi-UAE war on Yemen. And I'm really thankful to be able to play guitar in quarantine, because you need it. Should I just go ahead and start jamming?
That would be great, Hassan, and great to hear about that important work you're doing to end the war on Yemen.
Yeah, I'm really just heartbroken by what our military is doing out there. Anyway, I wrote this song. It's called the COVID-19 Blues. Can you guys hear me okay? Another lonely morning and I don't want to read the news. So every single headline gives me the COVID-19 blues. And it's a cruel world. We're living in a cruel world. Yeah, we gotta get stronger. Like we don't got longer. Yeah, we gotta get stronger. When the future of this world I want, it ain't like this sick old world I see. When I hear sirens in the distance, a million people screaming, I can't breathe. I've got four walls and the truth, the COVID-19 blues. politicians on TV, they're arguing again. And this shouting match is just too much to comprehend. I wish we'd make up like we bleed the same blood. Yeah, we gotta get stronger. Like we don't got longer. We gotta come together stronger. Doctor says stay at home till it is safe again. Presidents on Twitter preaching the lockdown's got to end. And it's like Wayne's World. Strange world getting stranger. We gotta come together stronger. Like we don't got longer. We gotta come together stronger. When the future of this world I want, it ain't like this sick old world I see. When I hear sirens in the distance, the million people screaming, I can't breathe. I've got 4 walls and the truth. I've got 4 walls and the truth. The COVID-19 blues. Well, yes, I do. I said I do. I said I do. And I bet you do too.
Yeah! Wow! Thank you, Hassan. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, great to have you on this swap with us. We hope we get to hear you again. That's so you write a lot of songs. You've been sharing some of that stuff on Zoom lately.
Not as much, although I did do a concert in my front yard last week.
Oh, okay. A little physically distanced concert. Yeah, we got some members talking about doing that. That's cool, man. Fabulous.
I'm telling you, people, your neighbors will love it. It doesn't matter. They just walk by, and these 2 gentlemen came by on bikes totally randomly, and they said, they sat for like 30 minutes or so. It said them it really made their day, and it's a little bit of healing going on. So I really encourage you to do it.
Yes, people need this. Thank you so much, Hassan, for bringing it to us on this Zoom call as well. Well, I want to introduce our next performers. Their names are Graham and Barbara Dean. Graham and Barbara, please take a step onto the stage.
Well, this is really great. Yeah, it's pretty easy. We're just sitting on the stage right now. This is so great. Hassan, that was fantastic. And we just love this. We miss PMN so much. We're here in Western Massachusetts, a little bit isolated, like a lot of other people.
It's actually a good place to be isolated.
True.
I gotta say.
It's pretty. So. But we love this. This is a wonderful format, and we hope there'll be lots more coming.
Yeah.
Every week.
Every week.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I felt a few weeks ago that it was important to be hopeful. And I'm still hopeful. So I know many people can't go there, but
many have.
Many have, and I felt it was important. And this song, I hope, expresses that. It's called "There Will Come a Time." There will come a time. Doors will open wide. There will come a time we'll stand side by side. Once again, we'll know joy. We will dance and sing. After this long winter will come the spring. There will come a time we'll see smiling faces. There will come a time we'll share warm embraces. Until then, bear this in mind. We will rise together if we care for each other. So please be kind. There'll be nights when you feel lonely. Days things don't work out like they're planned. but I believe it's going to be alright. We'll be together once again. There will come a time for celebrating. There will come a time, till then we're waiting for the turning of the tide. Inside people zooming, outside flowers blooming, life will not be denied. Inside people zooming, outside flowers blooming, life will not be denied.
Yay! Thank you. Oh, sounds great. Great song. Thank you so much for that, for sharing it. I want to welcome to the stage the next performer. Her name is Jayme Winell. Jayme's also been the by long time I mean like 3 or 4 years, coordinator of the Youth Creative Convergence, which is what we do with all the youth folks when we get together at People's Music Network. Jayme, what's up? How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great. Thanks for having this happening.
Great seeing you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, there's not a lot of youth converging happening right now, but there's a lot of creative things happening in the world. And I wanted to give a short plug to a little project that I'm starting called Creative Interventions and Connections. So hopefully this is mirrored, but there's a website and I'll drop it in the Facebook and the Zoom. And I'm sort of crowdsourcing stories of resilience and creative resistance and what people are doing to keep their spirits alive, even as things are really tough. So that can look like a lot of different things. And really, it's just an experiment. I don't know what we're going to find. And I would like to share a song with you all that has some lyrics from the Fruit of Labor Singing Ensemble, which if you've never heard them, Fruit of Labor Singing Ensemble. They're out of North Carolina and they do really amazing cultural organizing. And then there's some lyrics from Florence Reese, Which Side Are You On? And Ralph Chaplin, Solidarity Forever. So in honor of everyone out there, all our relations, all of our living sisters and cousins and brothers and everyone, we got to organize. We got to organize. We got to organize. We got to organize. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Solidarity forever. Together we are resilient. Solidarity forever for the movement. It makes us stronger. Solidaridad para siempre. Juntos somos más fuertes. Solidaridad para siempre. El movimiento nos fortalece. Which side are you on and what will you do? Tell me which side are you on and what will you do? ¿En qué lado estás y qué vas a hacer? ¿En qué lado estás y qué vas a hacer? We got to organize. We got to organize. We got to organize. We got to organize. Gonna take a long time to heal our hearts. Gonna take a long time to heal our minds. Gonna take a long time to heal our homes. Gonna take a long time to heal. But we are brave, we are strong. We are brave, we are strong. We are brave, we are strong, we are brave, we are strong, we are brave, we are strong. It's okay if it takes a long time to make a change. You ask, how will we get there? Listen deeply, we never stop moving. You ask, how will we get there? Listen deeply, we never stop moving. We got to organize, organize, organize. 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 Thank you. Hasta luego siempre.
Thank you. Oh, we got a comment in here from Debbie Rothman. More than a she wrote, more than a medley, a synthesis and a great take on some familiar ideas and melodies. Dust them off and bring them to a new generation. Another person was commenting, hey, this is the best dance moves that we've seen all night. So, of course, Jayme is a dancer. So, not that.
Well, actually, super quick, just in like a disability justice, some of those are signs, and I'm trying to teach myself a little more sign language, and it's helpful if you have masks on and just in general. So that is the sign for organize, and this is strong. So lots of love.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing all that with us. Really great. Really great. Well, I want to welcome to the stage Steve Suffet from New York City. Steve is a former member of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. Steve, please step to the stage.
Good night. And a couple of hard acts to follow, so I really feel like I'm on the spot, but I'll try. I'm going to do a song that I wrote two versions of. One was entirely in French, and one was mostly in English with a French refrain. And this was an exercise I gave myself to see if I could write a song in French. I took French in high school and did very well. And then about 20 years later, I finally made it to Paris and found out they don't speak high school French there. Nevertheless, in my way of making a fool of myself, which I've done many, many times, I decided to take up this challenge. And so this song, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous literally means let us rise, or it could mean let us lift ourselves up. It could also mean stand up or raise ourselves up. It's something that we don't say in English very much because it's a first person plural imperative, something we don't have in English, but we translate it as let's. And I like that collective sense in it. Travailleurs, workers. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous. We shall see the struggle through. We shall see the struggle through, Levons-Nous. Now, if you've muted yourself, you could join me in singing that. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travailleurs, Levons-Nous. We shall see the struggle through. We shall see the struggle through, Levons-Nous. Our work is let us rise, Levons-Nous. Our work is let us rise, Levons-Nous. Our work is let us rise, let us open up our eyes, and let us organize, Levons-Nous. Come hear the unions call, Levons-Nous. Come hear the unions call, Levons-Nous. Come hear the unions call and stand up proud and tall, for we are workers all, Levons-Nous. Let us raise our banners high, Levons-Nous. Let us raise our banners high, Levons-Nous. Let us raise our banners high and shout the battle cry. Victory is nigh, Levons-Nous. First verse, let's try that again. Travaillez, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travaillez, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travaillez, Levons-Nous. We shall see the struggle through. We shall see the struggle through, Levons-Nous. Encore une fois, that means once again, one more time, and we'll finish. Travaillez, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travaillez, Levons-Nous, Levons-Nous. Travaillez, Levons-Nous. We shall see the struggle through. We shall see the struggle through, Levons-Nous. Yes, indeed.
Yay! Thank you, Steve. Thank you for that song, Levons-Nous. Let's rise up. All right. You know, that's kind of a good lead into this next song, I think.
Yes.
We got Sharleen Leahey from New Jersey. Tell us how you're doing, Sharleen.
I'm doing well. Well, I just want to say, I hope I don't get crashed by my friend here, Mr. George, who wants to be a YouTube rock star. But I'm going to have to ask him to please go back to his office right now. I'm doing a song I wrote called For the 99. I call this the quarantine version. I've changed the lyrics slightly. It was on my last album by the same name. And I appreciate so much all the hard work that you are doing, Ben, to bring us together. And I'm just, really, I'm just so impressed with all the wonderful artists who have preceded me. And I know I'm in good company. We have gathered here in the cybersphere so we can have our say. We have come today to protest the way our rulers have behaved. Time is growing late, we cannot hesitate. Our Mother Earth must be saved. All together here, somehow we've lost our fear. Surely it must be fate, and we are longing for freedom, never feeling more alive. In our hearts, we hold the future. We declare we are here for the 99. We are not resigned, bodies quarantined, our strength in common and in kind. No corporate dark design can quell or undermine the fire that burns inside. You join me, and we are longing for freedom, never feeling more alive. In our hearts, we hold the future. We declare we are here for the 99. We are gathered here in the cybersphere. Truth our voices magnify. No corporate dark design, no tyrants' clever lies can stop our rise. Join me, and we are longing for freedom, never feeling more alive. In our hands, we hold the future. We declare we are here for the 99, and we are longing for freedom, never feeling more alive. In our hands, we hold the future. We declare we are here for the 99. We declare we are here for the 99.
Thank you, Sharleen. Thank you so much for that song. Oh gosh, it's great. Yeah, I heard some new verses in there for this current moment. That's nice. Beautiful. Yes, and someone also wrote in unexpected rhymes and they work. That was a question. That was for Sharleen from Debbie Rothman. Yeah, I love how much people are using the Zoom chat, actually, sharing specific comments with each other. I really think that's pretty cool. All right, friends. Our next performer is Marc Hecker. Marc, please come to the stage. You there? We're gonna find you. Okay, we just gotta make sure you're unmuted. Hey, Marc. You're still muted, so you have to unmute yourself. There you go.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, now for something completely different. What I'm doing is an Irish ballad, kind of a mournful ballad about a mine disaster in the late 19th century in Ireland. And it's told from this viewpoint of a young woman who's engaged to be married, a young man who was killed in the explosion. Anyway. By Clyde's bonny banks, where I sadly did wander among the tin heaps as the evening drew nigh, I spied a fair maiden all dressed in deep mourning, a weeping and wailing with never a sigh. I stepped up beside her and thus I addressed her, pray tell me, fair maid, of your trouble and pain. Sobbing and sighing, at last she did answer, Johnny Murphy, kind sir, was my lover's true name. 21 years of age, full of youth and quite handsome, to work down the mines from high Blantyre he came. The wedding was fixed, all the guests were invited. That calm summer evening, young Johnny was slain. The explosion was heard, all the women and children, with pale, anxious faces, they haste to the mine. When the truth was made known, the hills rang with their moaning. 310 young miners had died. Now husbands and wives and sweethearts and brothers, that Blantyre explosion they'll never forget. And all the young miners that hear my sad story shed a tear for the victims who are laid to their rest. Thank you.
Thank you, Marc. Bringing a historical perspective indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Our next performer is Debbie Rothman from New York. Debbie, unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about you and about the song you're going to do.
Hi, yeah. I seem to be unmuted, but I don't see myself on the view. Okay. Anyway, I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, actually, and I'm an English teacher. Now I'm an English teacher with a computer in front of me all the time, rather than students. And the song, this is my first foray into songwriting. It just sort of happened. It's a Joan Baez song that I've known for many years, and suddenly it was like in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head. It's a good thing I'm not teaching live, because I'd be singing, like humming in front of my classes. And then another verse started to write itself. That is, I developed another verse to it that fit the pandemic, and that's what I'm going to do. It's There But for Fortune by, I don't know if Joan Baez wrote it, because all these singers of that time, Judy Collins, Joan Baez, they all sang each other's music, but I know
Phil Oakes wrote that one.
Oh, who did?
Phil Oakes.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so I added the three stanzas. The first three stanzas are Phil Oakes's, and with a little updating for gender neutrality, and the last one is mine. And hopefully my cat, who's already paid us 3 visits, will not pay any more, so I'll be able to get through the song without anybody walking across the keyboard in front of me. Okay, so here we go. Show me the prison, show me the jail, show me the prisoner whose life has gone stale. And I'll show you a young one with so many reasons why. And there, but for fortune, go you or I, you or I. Show me the whiskey stains on the floor. Show me the drunkard who is stumbling out the door. And I'll show you a young one with so many reasons why. And there, but for fortune, go you and I, you and I. Show me the country where the bombs had to fall. Show me the ruins of the buildings once so tall. And I'll show you a young land with so many reasons why. And there, but for fortune, go you and I, you and I. Show me the government whose leaders all lie. Show me the cities where the multitudes die. And I'll show you a great land with so many reasons why. And that's our misfortune, you and I, you and I. And I did not orchestrate that entrance. It's happened.
Thank you for bringing that song to us and for adding that verse. Thank you very much. Well, I want thank you, Debbie Rothman. I want to introduce David Tarlow. David, you're next. How you doing?
All right. Good to see everybody. Some great stuff here. Coming to you from Brooklyn with Laurie Siegel. I'm part of Hudson Valley Sally. And this song by Ray Glazer was written in the early 40s. Was popular in the labor movement, had many iterations since. Here's how the original went. If you want a raise and pay, I'll tell you what to do. Just go and ask the boss for it, and he will give it to you. Oh, he will give it to you, my friend, he will give it to you. A raise and pay without delay, yes, he will give it to you. Oh, put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow. If you don't know that chorus, try it, it's a lot of fun. Put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow. So here's a few verses I put together. If you want to hear the facts about what we're going through, just go and ask the president, and he'll provide them to you. Oh, he'll provide them to you, my friend, he'll provide them to you. And ultraviolet glow, the truth will flow as he explains it to you. Oh, put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow. And if you're looking for a cure that's easily within reach, get to a White House briefing and cop some liquid bleach. Oh, cop some liquid bleach, my friends, get some liquid bleach. Inject it in right under your skin until your insides squeak. Oh, put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow. If you're looking for the test to see if COVID dwells on you, go down to your local pharmacy and tell them the Donald sent you. Oh, say the Donald sent you, my friend, say the Donald sent you. When they laugh so hard, call Richard Barr, tell him the Donald sent you. Oh, put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow. If you need some PPE, a ventilator or two, log yourself on to Amazon and they will ship it to you. Oh, they will ship it to you, my friend, they will ship it to you. If that makes no sense, call Jared or Pence, I'm sure they'll ship it to you. Oh, put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow once more. Put it on the ground, spread it all around, dig it with the hoe, it'll make your flowers grow.
Yes! Oh, amazing adaptation. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Thank you so much, David, for bringing that to us. I want to introduce our next performer. Her name is Jayme Moore. Jane, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your song.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm Jane. I'm down in Silver Spring, Maryland. And this has been kind of an interesting time for me because I've been experimenting. This is... I mess around with GarageBand a lot when I write songs, but I've never played around with making a video with the iMovie before. So this is my second little video, and it's a parody of Hank Williams' Your Cheatin' Heart. But it's going to go along with the last song because it's called Your Unmasked Face. And of course, today I heard Trump, he went to... the Ford plant and didn't wear his mask again today. So let's dedicate this to him tonight. Okay, bear with me as I'm doing my technological share thing here.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. Let's see. Host disabled attendee screen.
Oh, yep. That's a thing on my end. I'll fix that. No problem.
Okay.
Try one more time.
Okay.
This time.
We'll do it that way. Okay. And we hit the blue box. And we hit the share and the share.
And the two little
got the
buttons
little
at the bottom.
checks. Yeah.
Good. Check, check.
And we're going to share.
Don't forget to share audio.
Yep, got it. And then we're going to optimize.
Your unmasked face will make you weep. You'll pass COVID around and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your unmasked face will tell on you. When you stand too close, when you stand too close, when you breathe on me, when you breathe on me, when you don't wash your hands, gotta wash your hands religiously, religiously. You walk the floor, you walk the floor the way I do. Your unmasked face will tell on you, will tell on you. Your masked face, you'll pine someday when all the people have passed away. The time will come when you'll be blue. COVID-19 might just get you too. When you stand too close, when you stand too close, when you breathe on me, when you breathe on me, when you don't wash your hands, gotta wash your hands religiously, religiously. You walk the floor, you walk the floor the way I do. Your unmasked face will tell on you, will tell on you.
Nicely done. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Jane. Yeah, good. You can end the screen share. Thank you so much for sharing that and introducing it. Beautiful. Well, we hope to see you back again soon, Jane. Thank you so much. Our next performer is current steering committee member Storm. Welcome to the stage. Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about your piece tonight, Storm. You will have to unmute yourself. Let's see if I can find you here. Oh, okay, friends. I'm going to take a quick peek at the thing here. Is Storm there? He was here earlier. Don't see him now. So what that means, we're going to go on to the next performer, and her name is Louise Hetzler. Louise, are you ready to come up to the stage?
Yes. Let me turn on my video. Okay.
All right. Hey.
All right. Well,
welcome.
I was going to do the COVID Blues, which is a new one, but I think I'm going to do another pandemic song that I wrote May 2nd. You haven't heard yet. It's called Praise Me. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. I'm giving billions to polluters to get oil out of the ground. Keep the oil rigs pumping and the meat plants jumping, and the economy will rebound. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. My pandemic response has been just great. 1 million cases doesn't fill me with dread. But the bleach remark was sarcastic, so don't sue me if you wind up dead. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. I say no to voting by mail. That's how the Democrats win. So gather in a crowd at the poll booths and notify your next of kin. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. The psychiatrists say I'm a narcissist of the malignant kind. If you vote for me, you've got nothing to lose. You've already lost your mind. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. Praise me if you want PPE, like hospital masks and gowns. You governors and mayors must praise me if you want money for your states and your towns. Praise me.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you. Yay. All right. Louise Hetzler. Our next performer is Roy Gampsey from Virginia. Roy, how you doing? Come on up to the stage. Can you unmute yourself, Roy? Yeah, just so folks know, we kind of have to unmute ourselves in order to be heard, because even I don't have the power to unmute you. Let's see. Are you there, Roy?
Mute myself. There we go. Did that do it?
Yeah, it did it. Yeah, you got it.
It was
We hear you good now.
Screen. Okay. Okay. Well, this is called Love in the Time of Corona. The story is not original, but the song is. And I'll notice this is the second song we've had tonight, which involves a fourth floor walk up. So here we go. Love in the Time of Corona. Carlos and Maria are cooped up in a fourth floor walk up in Queens. With Juan, their 7-year-old, this is not their American dream. Job shut down, so is his school. Juan's locked up with Papa and Mama. Games and books and puzzles all day, watching TV in their pajamas. How many Candyland games can you play? How many games of checkers? King me, Papa, when you go out to pay the bills. Papa, please will you bring me 40 days in their tiny apartment in a lockdown that never ends. Wands bouncing off the walls. Mama, when can I see my friends? 6 weeks, Maria feels a longing. Carlos is feeling amorous. Carlos is looking better each day. Maria looks downright glamorous. How much chutes and ladders can you play? How many games of Clue? Mama, when you go for groceries, Mama, please can I go out with you? No privacy in the apartment, but Carlos has something to say. I have a treat for you, Juan, and a wonderful game to play. Here's a family-sized Snickers bar. Go out on the balcony. Every 5 minutes you take a bite. Tell us whatever you see. Parents alone in the bedroom. Juan's on the small balcony. He calls out before his first bite. There's a cop car in the alley. There's some guys playing stickball. Juan takes another bite. Then he shouts, a pizza delivery. And Mama murmurs, all right. Some girls are playing hide and seek. More chocolate nougat delight. Now I see a FedEx truck. And Papa mumbles, that's nice. The sodas are having sex now. How do you know they are? Little Ricky's on their balcony with a family-sized Snickers bar. Yes, little Ricky's on their balcony with a great big Snickers bar. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, some unmutes and some claps. Thank you. You know, I gotta just say, you know, just commenting on really a lot of the different songs here. You know, we've heard so many tonight that are just speaking with a fresh voice about these new conditions that we're in. I mean, I guess it's nothing new in the sense that, like, our tradition of songwriting has always been trying to reflect reality, but also reflecting it in a way that helps people change it. So I just appreciate everything that people are bringing to the song swap tonight. We got to keep thinking about how we produce shared meaning, because that is the cure. I have a longer thing I won't go into, but that's the cure to loneliness, in my opinion, is shared meaning, being able to share things that matter with other people, not just being around people, but sharing things that matter with other people. Well, friends, I am...
Hey, Ben, I'm back. I somehow got stuck in Jane Moore's screen. She was screen sharing with me. I couldn't hear her. I couldn't see lyrics. I was her screen.
Well, glad we got that worked out, and glad that you came back on. So Storm, please welcome Storm to the stage.
Okay.
One person said nice song.
So I'm going to do a song that I wrote a couple of weeks ago after hearing news of what was going on in New York and feeling the separation from my daughter because she was in a medical group home in Maine I couldn't visit. But in the last 5 days, I've actually ended up somewhat living this song because my daughter was in hospital with sepsis and cellulitis. And so I hope I can get through this without crying. First, I'm going to do a poem to introduce my daughter, which is called Morning Questions, and morning is M-O-U-R-N. How do you mourn the loss of a child who isn't dead, who you long to see more often but can't, because you chose to move further away in order to live? Because maybe someday things will get better. Maybe someday words like nonverbal autism, epilepsy, mental retardation, aggression, incontinence, and mood disorders won't get in the way when you seek to dance jitterbug or hug her. How do you wake your child with morning, time to get up, kiddo, when she's sleeping in another place's bed? My Bonnie lies in a hospital. My Bonnie lies there in a bed. My Bonnie has got COVID fever. I'm worried that soon she will be dead. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. I'd like to go now to see her. I'd like to be holding her hand. No family can enter the building. I hope that she'll understand. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. I'm thankful for doctors and nurses. I'm thankful for having today. I'm thankful for years spent together and joys that we've shared on the way. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. We've said our goodbyes through a portal. I love her with all of my heart. I feel that somehow I've failed. I swore that till death we won't part. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. I'd still like a happy ending, the type that you see on TV. Alone in the dark I am weeping, afraid what tomorrow might be. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
Oh, we are sending you love, Storm. Oh my goodness. I moved to tears, and I just want to take an extra moment right now because yeah, you made very brave artistic choice to share something so kind of devastating and personal. And People are
She
writing
is back
in.
she is back in her house after 5 days in the hospital. She's
Yeah.
in partial quarantine for 14 more days, but she's in her house, in her group home.
So, and I have to apologize because, you know, when I'm doing this thing, I'm a little distracted from being a perfect listener, you know, to all the actual songs. I think about like all
Sure.
this other stuff. But I had a question for you, Storm. Is there a concern that your daughter might be have been exposed to the corona?
Well, because she was in a hospital, she's now considered to have been in an exposed place.
Yes. Yes, but she was in the hospital for something else,
Right,
but
but
now
it was literally life-threatening to begin with.
exactly.
And I haven't actually seen her since November and have no idea when I'll next allowed to be visit. One of the unexpected gifts of her being in the hospital was that for the first time I got to Zoom with her because she doesn't have Zoom at the facility she's in. So I've actually seen her face for the first time since November,
Yeah.
but I literally have no idea when and potentially if I'll see her again.
It's really rough. My goodness. Well, again, Storm, we're just sending you love and thanking you for taking that brave choice to share something that's really serious and really really hard. So
Yep,
thank you again.
yep. And for many others too.
Yes, so true, and helping us to remember that as well, even as we're looking at what's specific and right in front of us, which is our friend Storm. So thank you, Storm. All right, friends. Well, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to invite, I'm going to do this order slightly different. We're going to have Ted Warmbrand, and then we're going to end with Steve Siegelbaum. Is that going to be all right? I think we have time for both of those artists to come up. So thank you, Steve, for registering. We're going to have time to get one person in on the wait list. So Ted, welcome to the stage, Ted. Unmute yourself and say hello to us.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I hear you with your fancy new mic.
Can you see me?
Yes.
I can't see anything.
We see you, and your camera seems to be set real nicely.
Well, good. That was quite. That was. I am a lonely and lonesome traveler. I am a lonely and a lonesome traveler. I am a lonely and lonesome traveler. I've been traveling on. I travel cold. I traveled hungry. I've traveled cold. I've traveled hungry. I've traveled cold. And I've traveled hungry. I've been a traveling on. I traveled rich. I traveled poor. I traveled rich. I traveled poor. I traveled rich. And I traveled poor. I've been traveling on. One of these days, I'll stop my traveling. One of these days, I'll stop my traveling. One of these days, I'll stop my traveling. I'll stop my traveling on. I'll keep right on traveling my road to freedom. Keep on a traveling my road to freedom. I'll keep right on a traveling on my road to freedom. I'll be traveling traveling on.
Thank you very much, Ted, all the way from Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. Thank you so much. So let's have our last performer on the stage. His name is Steve Siegelbaum. Steve, welcome.
Thank you.
Hey.
And a special thanks, Ben. Going to give a shout out to the Bronx. We've heard from Manhattan, we've heard from Queens, we've heard from Brooklyn, but I know Ted originates in the Bronx, and so do I. So we're ending up with two Bronxites tonight, and all best to Storm and daughter.
Yeah.
Wish I could end with a happy song. Well, maybe if we get to the last verse here, there's hope at the end of this song. My grandma, or great grandma, also came to the Bronx from East Europe, and for a while she worked in the garment district down on the Lower East Side, which since the beginning of the 20th century and before and into the 21st century remains one of the hardest and most dangerous jobs there is, garment work. This song was motivated, or I was motivated to write this song by all the tragic building disasters in what we call third world countries. This is called Made in El Salvador. Round goes the washing machine, hang my dress to dry. There remains a stubborn stain, teardrop from my eye. Seemed no matter how I scrubbed, that stain turned to red. Then I saw the label, this is what it said. Made in El Salvador, made in Bangladesh, made by the hands of a worker who can't afford this dress. Made in Cambodia, made on the Lower East Side, made in the flames of a fire where this worker died. Round goes the wheel of the sewing machine my great-grandmother worked, fashioning the finest thread into the finest shirt. 12 hours, dawn to dusk, fingers to the bone. Then came the label, to the shirt was sewn. Made in El Salvador, made in Bangladesh, made by the hands of a worker who can't afford this dress. Made in Cambodia, made on the Lower East Side, made in the flames of a fire where this worker died. Round the world, the money goes to the towers of stone and steel. They wear suits of armor there, but silk is all they feel. And round the aisles of the Walmart store, price already paid by the sweatshop toiler where this shirt was made. It was made in El Salvador, made in Bangladesh, made by the hands of a worker who can't afford this dress. Made in Cambodia, made on the Lower East Side, made in the flames of a fire where this worker died. Round the street goes the picket line, louder comes the call. How many thousands more must die? How many buildings fall? And How many stitches does it take to sew the label strong? And how many voices to sing this simple song? Sing it with me. Made in El Salvador, made in Bangladesh, made by the hands of a worker who can't afford this dress. Made in Cambodia, made on the Lower East Side, made in the flames of a fire where this worker died. Made in the flames of a fire.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much. Well, it's almost 9:30. I want to thank everybody who performed tonight, everybody who registered, and everybody who was on the wait list. We're doing this every week, and I just posted actually on Facebook a link to the evaluation, which I'll also post to the Zoom chat in just a little bit. It's really helpful to get some feedback from people about what their experience was as we continue to develop this as a platform for community music sharing. And then the other thing I want to say is that we're going to just, when we end the live stream, for folks who want to like do a little bit of chatting, there's not really an agenda, but people would like to exchange some greetings with one another, or maybe share their thoughts about what this experience meant and what they'd like to see this process, this online song swap process be for the People's Music Network into the future. We'd welcome you. So I did post the Zoom link onto the Facebook Live if anybody would like to join us. No obligation, but we'd love to have a little conversation. And of course, I'm inviting folks to consider joining the People's Music Network if you have not joined already. Many of the people that you heard, most of the people who performed tonight are members, and many people listening are members as well. So with that, I'll end the live stream, and folks would like to stick around and chat for a bit, we can do that. Okay. See you next week. We're going to have next week, May 29th, Nueva Canción, an evening of Nueva Canción, hosted by Lucy Murphy and Alexis, whose last name starts with a V, and I'm going to probably forget what the last name is, but it's going to be really great. And we'll be posting more about that on Facebook. We have quite a lineup that's emerging for that particular evening. So see you on Friday, May 29th. Thank you.